We are here, of course, with none other than Campbell Newman, the former Queensland Premier, joining us from beautiful Brisbane. Oh, what do you reckon, 2 days before they shut the border again?
Oh, mate, I think it's coming like a steam train, I'm afraid, mate. You know, it just again demonstrates the craziness of this approach throughout most of this year. You know, you just cannot keep putting it on, putting it off. It's okay. No, it's not. Restriction here, restriction not. Yeah, you just despair, don't you?
But also, especially when, you know, Dr. Jeanette Young, she who must be obeyed, the Chief Health Officer, or whatever the proper title is, she said there won't be a second wave in Queensland. There's no need for it because we've got a good contact tracing system. We can stay on top of things here. And we're in the lead up to Christmas. And I hate that automatically, right? 17 cases today, who knows what it'll be tomorrow, right? None of us want to get to the hundreds of cases a day, but let's not assume that 17 always leads to hundreds of cases a day. And that's what kind of gets under my crawl here, is that we've got to keep the doors open and we've got to do exactly what New South Wales is doing, which is throw everything at it. Don't overreact like South Australia and tell everyone to go to their bedroom for, 6 days, all, of course, which was based off a lie, Campbell.
Look, you know, that's exactly right, Paul. It's just we just cannot continue in this way. If that's what they then go and try and do, this madness from state premiers, and again cowardice, and again a departure from the stated objective back in sort of March, April, which was flattening the curve. Well, we've suppressed this beyond people's wildest dreams, and yet really what's happened then is I think they hold out this sort of almost utopian dream of that somehow we will keep a total lid on it. There will be no cases in Australia. And, you know, you've heard me say it before. I've never believed that would be achievable. And I don't think it is going to be achievable. And what's just happened in the northern beaches of Sydney has sort of shown that to be the case. The economy has to be allowed to run again. And it is Christmas and people need to see their families and loved ones. And they need to be able to exercise the rights, privileges, the freedoms of being an Australian through this through this festive season.
Also, God forbid all of the people, myself included, who've booked holidays. We've booked the holidays, locked them all in, looking forward to them and the economy that comes with it.
You're playing Russian roulette, aren't you, mate? I mean, you know, I said it to someone this evening. You wouldn't want to book a flight, would you? You know,
no, exactly.
With these crazies in chat, they don't care. Well, you know. And I just want to make the point, which I've been making since March, April, none of the Jeanette Youngs or Anastasia Palaszczys or any other jokers in the other states, the Mark McGowans, none of those people have lost a dollar. They have not been hurt personally. No one's lost their jobs. But there's a lot of other people who've been hurt badly, a lot of people who've suffered in terms of their families, their mental health, their ability to see their children. It goes on and on and on, as you pointed out about those FIFO workers. So, you know, it's just easy amongst the elites of our political and government bureaucracies. Not so easy for many people in Australia.
Well, the great lover of freedom is Nick Cater, of course, of the Menzies Research Centre. He joins us now. Great man. Lovely to see you. Now, also, a perfect example, right, about how the economy has handled this year. Lowest unemployment rate in the country is not small population areas. Instead, it's the ACT. They have a 4% unemployment rate. The rest of the country is 6.8%. Places like Queensland is still, I think, almost at 8%. It kind of tells you the whole story, doesn't it, about how the public service world, or the place that is overly reliant on the public service, no real unemployment there, Nick.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. About 6 years ago, when I took over my current job and I had to spend a fair bit of time in Canberra, I'd sort of looked at buying an apartment there, and I thought, no. And then my good friend Brian Loughnane from the Liberal Party said, "Are you mad?" He said, "The only business in the country that you can guarantee will continue expanding is government." and sure enough, I ran into a real estate agent in Costco, dare I say, in Canberra the other day, and he was telling me that prices are booming. Now, that really worries me. If Canberra's doing well, the rest of us are doing badly.
I don't disagree.